first trade was really based off an idea that I got just looking at the market on a little bit higher time frame before open, after I'd marked levels. Essentially, I'd seen that the equal lows to be swept in the range with these 127s. Pre-market, I had seen that we had the equal highs up there at 291. I had seen we failed to push these highs, the equal highs pre-market. We just swept these internal highs and lost them and started holding them, and we were holding under this 50% level, which was the 50% of this bearish order block on a daily. So I was saying, if we can hold under this liquidity and this level, it's giving me a bearish bias to potentially get a push into the equal lows of the early session. And so this was kind of my idea going in. And from there, between this, we had a PDR right here between that daily bearish order block level and then this next like old daily volume imbalance. So I basically just wanted to see what we did on the open. We started punching. 127 is my target. I'm cautious of shorting aggressively. Also, I don't want to be bullish until we're above 214.50 because my bearish idea is based off of the mean of that order block holding and this liquidity holding. So I'm pretty much just bearish in here to 127. But on the way there, I'm cautious of all these internal lows potentially trying to get bought up and make more equal lows with my bigger target. So we fall through this daily thing, and we stall on this first internal low, so I'm cautious. We break it. I'm still waiting, still wanting to see some stuff. Push down at this next level. And we start stalling here. So at this point, I was watching this 1 minute order block and this level to see how these things can hold us down on this attempt to stall off the internal low. So you can see we try to hold up that liquidity, and we start pushing up. We're rejecting the mean of the order block. We push up into this level here that we've closed, holding it, and then boom, we get another hold, push a little sweep on the highs. And then we fall back under and then lose that liquidity that we tried to hold up. So at this point, I wanted to short, and I was real convicted and pushed to 127. So I just took a retest of that internal liquidity, and just to be safe, put my stop above this previous high. If I wanted to optimize it and use some logic flow, like I could try to play a stop loss on the range of this wick, because this was kind of the encapsulating wick. We've already held it a bunch. If we're breaking out, we shouldn't need to come all the way back up into it. I could have tried the high end of the 50, but I just wanted a safe position to play my idea. It's not a lot of R into the target, 1.8. But I got filled. It would have missed by a tick on mini, so, but micros, I got filled. I'm gonna try to reach this liquidity when I stop above the high. It's kind of a bigger stop, but I'm pretty convicted in this idea. Failed. I'm gonna go break even there. We failed the thing continually. I think we can get into 127. The stop is kind of big, but I think the idea is fully there. We tried to hold it for a second. We just held the mean of this, and we kept holding off this order block, the mean of this internal order block in the daily, and then we finally fall back under liquidity. I got filled on the micros, but 157.25 is my fill. That's 174.50. This is a big stop. I guess I play a bigger position of potentially falling. I mean, the only way for me to capitalize really on the move is if we want to expand below the lows like a decent amount. Under this low daily level I'm holding, but it's looking a little cooked on the momentum. Like we're just trying to sweep the low. Some volume. I might trail to this internal low if we push 127. Maybe not. I mean, it's not even too hard to that. I'm gonna just have to be in to see a potential dump through the low. And if it wants to stall on a sweep, maybe I can get some type of trail if we do something. I haven't even pushed too hard. Okay, there's the low. Let's see if we punch through. It's 2.2 right there. I'm gonna lock in at least this internal low that we tried to buy up already. It's less than 1 hour, but 1.7 hour. Essentially, I just need aggression through the 127. Or if we stall and come back up here, I'll be out. This can't be right. I'm up 2 hours, but it's 130. I don't know what the risk was on here, bro. Put 100. $2.6. Up 2.5. I'm gonna lock in 1.3 at that wick up there. It's previous candle's high. There's 2.6R. We already get the target. I'm gonna lock in 1.5. Just wants to keep going or get something. Okay, so we need to hold into that low and not push this high for me to stay in. Try to reject under, which is good. We need to get more momentum and start falling. Start to fall. Try that candle's high. The retest of liquidity. 1.6. Yo, yo, yo. What the heck? I got signed out. Starting to push 3.2. Locked in. Okay, I'm gonna stay till we close this candle. I'll try the high. I'll stay the previous high for now. Taking out to 1.6. And yeah, basically got trailed out. I think my trail was actually above this candle's high. Something like I got trailed out like some crazy wickets like that. And then after that trade, my idea was simply, is 127 gonna be a sweep or not? So it's basically, are we sweeping 127? And I said, for this liquidity sweep, this is the next higher time frame level below. So I was not trying to be aggressive in here because we were trying to reject off rip, but it was just weak. And we started getting very range bound, trying to do anything underneath this liquidity. Once we got here, I started making the point that once we started getting in this chop, I was just watching. And bro, it's so easy to stay out of chop when I don't have my phone or anything, because I'm just watching, and it's like I set my parameters. I have an idea, like I'm either playing this liquidity sweep failing or getting lost. And I didn't really have an idea to get lost till I kind of realized, well, if I'm gonna short this liquidity move, like this liquidity rejecting can simply be to push into the higher time frame level to then push back up. So I'm not shorting in here until we lose the level that's sitting underneath the sweep. So my idea was either lose this level off this liquidity failing because it failed to hold up the higher time frame level and push into these next levels, or wait for a regaining of the liquidity after this level holds and play the liquidity sweep. So it took like 45 minutes chopping around. We tried to break the level like 3 times, or maybe it was twice. We tried to break it twice, and I took the aggressive break out of the wick for basically one reason. We couldn't break this low. We rejected off the liquidity. It just held the higher time frame level. Okay, I want to play this as a liquidity sweep if we get it. We start pushing up. We're coming pretty aggressively. The reason I was saying I didn't want to be aggressive on a breakout of this wick, because there's potential to just try to sweep these highs and fall off. But once we came up and rejected off the old liquidity twice, like this is our attempt to go stay in this range, right? To go range bound. But both of those just hold up this internal thing, which is the wick that was holding. So when we showed willingness to essentially negate the idea of going range bound by holding an interior wick on an idea of being range bound on a larger scale, when that was getting negated at this level, and then we get an aggressive break, I wanted to take my chance and play the risk of this staying range bound and play the risk of an actual break out of the range and the liquidity sweep here, because of the fact that we showed willingness to not sell off of the high on a retest. And so I took the retest of the liquidity, not the high end of the wick, with my stop underneath there. This could bite me by taking the liquidity, not the high end of the wick, but I get filled. The risk I'm taking is that it's aggressive. We could just want to sweep the range and go back into it, and I'll have to pay if that's the case. Pretty much closed deep in this wick, which is not the best, and back under the liquidity immediately. Now we're rejecting under. Thing is struggling. Had a chance to go break even, but I think that was a little too quick. If we break this candle's high, I will though. I'll go break even there. High probabilities of getting break even here. Starting to get a push. And the first target is into this next level. And then from there, it's really just missing the rejection off the internal high. The reason I took the position again is like I was saying, like as it was happening, the attempts to fail off this rejection and holding just internally in this wick is what convicted me to try to be aggressive on a breakout. So we're pushing 1.8R. If we push 2, I'm going to lock something in. Potentially these highs, which are literally 0.7R. I definitely will lock 1R in if we push 2. I'm locking it. So when we push 2.5, I'm locking 1R for sure. I might get a quick trail and then lose out on the move, but I want to be able to take something. So that's the daily level we just pushed into. I'm at 2.6R. I'll just keep this one trail. I stop at the 50% of that fair value gap, which is like a little less than 1R. I'll push up to 1.8R. If we flip in this candle, we break these candles highs on this immediate rebalance. Or I'll try the low of the immediate rebalance. This anymore 1.4. Gives us 3R on a day locked in. So at this level, we get to the actual immediate rebalance. Push the end of this candle low, pushed up to 2.7R, 1.4 locked in. If we're gonna stop off this level and this immediate rebalance won't go. Want to sweep it, I'm out. Pretty much just at the first target. Holding the level, I'm not going to trail this low until we can break this level. Might be taken out here. Unless that wick holds without sweeping the bottom. But we're starting to reject off this level. We could see some type of retracement on the move. Or lose it entirely. Definitely going to be killed right there. Some momentum. Nope. Ain't no way. Hold this wick. If we get an expansion and pop up over the highs, I'm gonna lock in 1.85 from the bottom of that. Yeah, let me get this. We should expand from here. Get this locked in. Push up into this next liquidity though. I've got 157. I'm gonna trail something even more and take more out of the move. Because I'm on 3.2 right now and I have 1.85 locked. 3.2, I'm trying to get more. I'm trailing this immediate rebalance. Before it closes, 2.7 locked. That's smooth. How much we got? 3.7. Yeah, I'm trailing that 2.7. IR locked in. And this thing's starting to rush. I'm gonna try to the midpoint of this candle for this bearish order block. Don't want that to get tested. 3R trailed. Push forward. We get a test on that level. I'm gonna lock in a 3.6 entry candle. Nice, 3.6 locked. Keeping that locked, I want that fair value to stay and get another crazy expansion out of here. Otherwise, I'm taking off profits. If we test that gap before it's even created. Try it out. And it was sloppy off rip, but I was able to capitalize on legit the majority of this expansion. What did I trail out? So I trailed out up here. First target was just this level and then this old internal lows. I got trailed out up there. Underneath. Where did I get trailed? I thought I had it actually at hold on. Did I not trail right there? I thought I had trailed on this fair value gap or whatever. It was like where this fair value gap was gonna be created intra candle, so I got trailed somewhere. I guess at that level.